Is it Klaus?
Like Klaus.
Klaus.
Like Klaus the cat. Klaus. Yeah. Probably did that post before, right?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Hey, Klaus, at the Superbooth 17, and Bitwig are here in Falls. I get is Berlin your home city?
Yes, it is. So.
Easy commute for you then, right?
Yeah. Well, still 1 hour, but yeah.
Yeah, but not 5.
Yeah, it's not now. Yeah.
So we're looking at 2.1 update for Bitwig, right?
Yeah. The main features in the 2.1 update is, lots of small things, small improvements, and we also had some mid-sized features like we have MIDI slave now, so you can slave Bitwig to any other MIDI clock source. So if you want to synchronize it with something else, but the biggest feature would be the new amp device, which is our take on the whole thing about like simulating different amps. And instead of actually simulating existing amps, we thought it would be more interesting to give something you can actually tweak yourself.
Okay.
So the idea behind it is that you have a single distortion element in the middle with different kind of algorithms that you can then tweak. Like for the class I can control the bias to move it up and down, like where in the transitive it works. So the drive amount and the sagging to get it to dial back whenever it starts distorting, which is really nice when you play guitar because you will kind of like recognize that it has this dynamic that a guitar
it's that
has.
sort of Metallica woof sound that you get. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the attack gets more distorted, but then it tunes off.
Yeah, nice.
And you have a pre-EQ section where you can control the filters kind of freely. And a post-EQ section where you can also... Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. Set up an EQ here, as you want to. And the cabinet section, instead of like having a few pre-made cabinets, we just let you set up the dimensions yourself. You can say, oh, I want a bigger cabinet. This controls how much kind of like resonance feedback inside the cabinet there is. You have this coloration thing, which uses different phase combinations to give you this kind of like cabinet sound with like different flavors. The reflection. You can control if it's in phase or out of phase with the signal.
There's a lot of design possibilities in there, right?
Yeah, so basically we want to get rid of the idea that you just load a preset like Marshall, whatever, but instead you can tweak your sound to your liking.
And presumably you can save presets if you had to find a sound.
Of course. So we'll have a bunch of presets. You can even run it in stereo if you like. And we get a stereo sound, so now we have a unison going in, so it's going to be quite wide. We have a lot of different algorithms that are basically like either more classic electronic-oriented, but we also have like digital waveforms. And now we're driving it quite hard, so you don't really hear a difference.
So a lot of shaping. I mean, it's almost filter-like as well in its own way.
Yeah, it's kind of like the tweakable version of the amp. Because I mean, most of the people that use our software, they're not necessarily going to use it for guitars or bass. Of course, you can do that, and it's going to be interesting to you as a guitar player because it's different. But you can use it on drum loops, synths, whatever.
Sure.
So it's really.
So once again, this is 2.1 is out now, right?
It's not out yet. We're currently beta testing it with a big beta crew, but the next few weeks. So.
And it'll be parity again across Mac, Windows, and Linux, right?
Yeah, Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Nice. And when will that? A couple of weeks, you think, or a few weeks?
Yeah, let's say 2 weeks, maybe something like that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.